The US Air Force's fleet is replete with warbirds that have both an official moniker and an unofficial nickname that tends to resonate better with the men and women who fly and maintain them, and in some cases, resonate better with the general public as well. Among them, the General Dynamics and Lockheed Martin F-16 Fighting Falcon, also known as the Viper. Then there's the Rockwell B-1 Lancer, or the Bone, as in B-1. You've also got the Boeing B-52 Stratofortress, better known as the Buff, which stands for Big Ugly Fat F***Care, and last but not least, our current subject, the Fairchild Republic A-10 Thunderbolt II, also known, and much better known, as the Warthog. The original warthog is a flesh and blood animal, namely wild pigs belonging to the family Suidae and the genus Phacocheirus. The wart half of the warthog name actually comes from the facial wattles that are quite distinct in the male members of the genus. The males also have very prominent tusks, with a length ranging from 10 to 25 inches or 25 to 64 centimeters. Females' tusks are always smaller. The common warthog, Phacocheirus africanus, which lives in the savannas of sub-Saharan Africa, and the desert warthog, Phacocheirus ethiopicus, which lives exclusively around the Horn of Africa, mostly from southeastern Ethiopia through Somalia and south to Kenya. Warthogs are omnivorous. Though they consume more plant matter than animal matter, their diet does include insects, eggs, and on occasion carrion. They can and do use those aforementioned tusks for self-defense against predators, especially when mama warthogs are protecting their piglets. But really, their primary method of self-preservation is speed, as they can sprint at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour, which is about 48 kilometers per hour. So then, why was this particular animal's name chosen for the unofficial nickname of the A-10 Thunderbolt II? After all, US Air Force combat aircraft from the 1970s onward have tended to be bestowed with predatory bird names such as Eagle, Falcon, and Raptor. The A-10 did, in fact, make its operational debut in October 1977, and Thunderbolt was already a proud namesake in United States Air Force naming traditions. The original warbird bearing the name, namely the Republic P-47 Thunderbolt, also known as the T-Bolt, Jug, and Flying Bathtub, was a major contributor to the Allied victory in World War II, inflicting much destruction upon Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan alike. Eli Shayotovich of Slashgear sheds light on the story behind the Warthog warbird name. He said, "One of the most recognizable features of the A-10 is the 7-barrel GAU-8 Avenger 30mm Gatling gun perched in its nose cone, which is capable of firing 3,900 rounds per minute. Interestingly, the plane was built around the weapon, not the other way around. In 1970, the Air Force issued a call for a 30mm rapid-fire cannon. 1 year later, General Electric and Philco Ford created the GAU-8, which makes a very distinct brrrr sound when it's fired, and is the reason soldiers nicknamed it the Warthog. The gun itself is larger than a Volkswagen Bug and takes up 16% of the A-10's total weight of 12 tons. And unlike the Warthog mammal's tusks, the Warthog Warbird's 30mm gun and AGM-65 Maverick air-to-surface missiles are offensive instead of defensive. During Operation Desert Storm, the 1991 Persian Gulf War alone, the A-10 was responsible for destroying over 900 tanks, 1,200 pieces of artillery, thousands of other ground vehicles, and even a few helicopters, all belonging to then Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein. 12 years later, when the United States finally finished the job against Saddam during Operation Iraqi Freedom, Warthogs inflicted more devastation upon Iraqi armor. The mammal is considered quite fast by animal standards. As for the plane, though its max airspeed of 439 miles per hour, that is 706 kilometers per hour, or 381 knots, which is approximately Mach 0.57, obviously makes it much faster than the animal. It is super slow by modern aircraft standards. Here are a few reasons for the influence of the Warthog on the aircraft's nickname. First, physical appearance. The A-10 features a robust, bulldog-like airframe with a wide, flat nose, which resembles the form of a warthog. Its distinctive profile includes a large, straight wing and a prominent engine positioning, enhancing the comparison. Second, durability and resilience. Just like the warthog, which is known for its tough and resilient nature, The A-10 was designed to endure heavy damage and operate in rugged environments. This durability is a key aspect of the aircraft's design, allowing it to sustain air-to-ground operations in hostile conditions. Third, ground attack role. The A-10's role as a close air support aircraft, attacking ground targets, mirrors the Warthog's behavior as a forager that roots around in the ground. The plane is equipped with powerful cannons and munitions that relate to the Warthog's aggressive and robust characteristics. And fourth, endearment and affection. Pilots and ground crews developed an affectionate relationship with the A-10, similar to how one might have for a beloved pet. This endearment led to the informal nickname Warthog, which stuck and became widely adopted. Overall, the nickname Warthog reflects both the aircraft's physical traits and its operational capabilities, making it a fitting moniker for the A-10 Thunderbolt II. Let's briefly look at the performance capabilities of the A-10 Thunderbolt II, the Fairchild Republic. A-10 Thunderbolt II is a single-seat, twin-turbofan, straight-wing subsonic attack aircraft developed by Fairchild Republic for the United States Air Force, USAF. In service since 1977, it is named after the Republic P-47 Thunderbolt strike fighter of World War II. The A-10 was designed to provide close air support, CAS, to ground troops by attacking enemy armored vehicles, tanks, and other ground forces. It is the only production-built aircraft designed solely for CAS to have served with the US Air Force. Its secondary mission is to direct other aircraft in attacks on ground targets, a role called Forward Air Controller, FAC Airborne. Aircraft used primarily in this role are designated OA-10. The A-10 was intended to improve on the performance and firepower of the Douglas A-1 Skyraider. The Thunderbolt II's airframe was designed around the high-power 30 MGAU-8 Avenger rotary autocannon. The airframe was designed for durability, with measures such as 1,200 pounds, which is approximately 540 kilograms of titanium armor, to protect the cockpit and aircraft systems, enabling it to absorb damage and continue flying. Its ability to take off and land from relatively short and/or unpaved runways permits operation from airstrips close to the front lines, and its simple design enables maintenance with minimal facilities. It served in the Gulf War, Operation Desert Storm, the American-led intervention against Iraq's invasion of Kuwait, where the aircraft distinguished itself. The A-10 also participated in other conflicts such as the Balkans, Afghanistan, the Iraq War, and against the Islamic State in the Middle East. The A-10A single-seat variant was the only version produced, though one pre-production airframe was modified into the YA-10B twin-seat prototype to test an all-weather night-capable version. In 2005, a program was started to upgrade the remaining A-10A aircraft to the A-10C configuration, with modern avionics for use with precision weaponry. The US Air Force had stated the Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II would replace the A-10 as it entered service, but this remains highly contentious within the USAF and in political circles. The USAF gained congressional permission to start retiring A-10S in 2023, but further retirements were paused until the USAF can demonstrate that the A-10's close air support capabilities can be replaced.